Personally, I think Pep should be having a break, should be resting, not with the England job.
Yeah, I understand you as an Arsenal fan. You actually want Pep to rest so that he can have a chance of winning the Premier League. You know, actually beat Pep in the Premier League. Yeah, looking at 98 to 100 points.
Football Banter.
So, guys, moving on, we're talking about England. You know, there's been speculations about who should become the new England manager. And some notable names have been thrown around the place, like Thomas Tuchel and Pep Guardiola. So I want to bring this here so we can really iron this out. Personally, I think Pep should be having a break, should be resting, not with the England job.
Yeah, I understand you as an Arsenal fan. You actually want Pep to rest so that he can have a chance of winning the Premier League. You know, because it's not easy to actually beat Pep in the Premier League. Yeah, looking at 98 to 100 points, and it's not easy to get that. So yes, I understand where you're coming from.
No, wise, you get brain.
So the thing is.
So now why you want me Pep Guardiola?
You want me Pep?
No.
You want me Pep rest?
No. Personally, I think
your nightmare.
No.
Pep don't show you shake it throughout. Second. You will never see me first. Now you beg me rest. I will prefer you to write a letter to Pep. Say, please, guy, I beg.
And as you're going, take Alan with you.
No need to rest. Retire.
See, there some Premier League fans were like, they are going to write a petition that Pep and Haaland need to leave the Premier League.
That's why they file lawsuit against Man City. But all because now
we could see.
And Arsenal were in it too. Arsenal, Manchester United, and at the end, Manchester City came out victorious. The red gang.
No, but we could see that Haaland is not all that. Yes, he's a fantastic striker, but at the end of the day, Man City is a well-oiled machine. So Haaland just happened to just fit in perfectly.
So
because in the international break, no, let me line first.
Yeah, going somewhere.
In the
I don't like where
international
you're
break,
going.
No, because of what he said about Haaland going to. No, it's not all that. Yeah, Pep is Pep, no doubt, but Haaland is not all that. We begin to see
Haaland is all that.
He's all that.
No, he's not
all that.
Look, in a Norwegian team that is not good.
Relax. Listen.
Okay.
Why I said Haaland is not that, I'm not ruling out the fact that Haaland is an excellent striker. I'm not ruling out the fact that he's a beast. No, but he's not all that.
Why? What do you mean by
why?
that?
Now, let
call somebody a beast.
Why? Let's see. He wants to give us his reasons.
You just asked the question.
Yeah,
allow me break it down for you.
Yeah, break it down.
I just mentioned now that Man City is a well-oiled machine, so Haaland just happened to fit in perfectly, and of course his attributes are being magnified. But look at in his Norway team, you can see that he's not all that.
What do you mean?
What I meant is that after watching Austria and Arnautovic having more influence in the game than Haaland did, then I know that Haaland is not all that.
Do you know that?
No, I'm coming. I'm still coming.
Yeah.
Haaland is not all that because if you put him side by side with players like Mbappe, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, we can see that they single-handedly can transform a match and decide how the match will go. Even if they lose, they would have made a statement of fact that they are special.
Look, let me tell you, Haaland is all that.
He's all that
because he's an inbox striker, and once he have that chance in the box, it's in. We put it at the back of the net. He does not.
Listen,
he's not okay.
Listen,
in Manchester City now. Look.
I'm going to hold you on this one. No.
Look, in Manchester City.
Hold on. You can't tell me Haaland is all that because it's a box. I said he's not all that. I just gave you an example now that Man City is a well-oiled machine. Haaland fits in.
Oh yeah, look.
I'm still telling you in that same vein. In that same vein, I'm telling you that if you say a player is all that, it means that a player can decide the game of play. So he's not all that. If you say your point you're making, I already made it.
Okay.
Haaland is good when it comes to striking.
Okay.
But he's not all that because he cannot influence a game.
Look at this. Yes, he cannot influence a game, but I put it to you that Haaland is still all that.
In what sense?
Even in the Manchester City, Haaland makes just 6 touches and they will have a hat trick.
That's not influencing the game.
What is that? That's his work.
No.
He's influencing the game.
No.
6 touches and a hat-trick. Coach, I'm coming.
I just gave you comparison.
You can't compare them.
No, I
with
can't compare.
talent.
So when we're talking about,
you can't compare them with talent.
Listen. When you're talking about players, I'm using the basis all that.
Yeah.
When you're talking about players that are all that, we're not talking about maybe Haaland is special. Haaland knows how to finish a team or finish balls.
Yeah.
No. I just made a point. I didn't dispute that Haaland is a great striker. Listen to me very well. I did not dispute that Haaland is a great striker. I did not dispute that Haaland is not good or anything or is less of. No. I'm not disputing that, but I'm telling you that Haaland is not all that.
Okay.
Because I just told you now that an Mbappe would have an influence. Maybe not Mbappe in Madrid right now because he's trying to find his feet. But an Mbappe would have an influence on a game.
Yeah.
A Cristiano Ronaldo would influence a game a great deal. A Messi would influence, but Haaland, we've seen it time and time again, cannot have that influence.
That is his own influence.
I want to see something.
To score that goal, that's his own
I want to
influence.
see something.
So
he might not be the playmaker or anything, but that's his own influence.
Okay, so when there is nobody, when there's nobody to feed him the balls to score the goals, he cannot. We saw Drogba now. We saw when Drogba is not doing the work up front.
Let me
Even in Norwegian team, when does not have players to give him the ball to feed him the goals, he still have 34 goals in 36 games. That is scary.
I think we want to do something.
That is scary.
I have something to say.
Yeah.
You said Haaland is not all that. For me, Haaland is 100% all that.
Okay, go on.
You cannot compare the national team where Messi play or where Ronaldo played to the Norwegian team. You cannot compare the national team, that's France, where Mbappe played to Norway.
Oh.
You cannot compare.
That one is still there again.
If you check the squad of Portugal, of Argentina, of France, it cannot be compared to Norway, where Haaland is, let's say, the top
that they have ever gotten.
Player there that they have ever gotten, and even in that he's still banging goals. He's still trying his best.
36 games, 34 goals or so.
You cannot use just one game to judge Haaland. Check the stats in Portugal. I think he's he's currently one of the youngest players.
Yeah,
and he has surpassed
and then
the history of their goals.
This is actually their dream team, and this team is even a bad team among other teams.
Keep Haaland in the French national team. He will give you he will be all that.
He will be all that.
Keep Haaland in the Portugal national team. He will be all that. Keep him in Argentina. He will still be all that.
That is not work. That is how influence game.
Wheezy, keep him in Arsenal.
Yeah, he will still be all that. We saw what he did in Madrid.
I think that's
so
what
you cannot say because Man City is structured or because Man City is a well-planned club.
Let me come in.
This guy has proven himself over and over again.
When you say Haaland is not all that, what do you mean by all that? What are the parameters of all that?
What is his work? I made my point.
What are the parameters of the all that?
I made my point.
No, but I want to know your point.
No,
because
I made it very clear.
Haaland is a striker,
and that is his work.
we know that's his job, and that's what makes him all that. And you are coming to tell me that he's not all that.
Haaland scored a trick with 6 touch against him in the first half. The game has changed.
Odegaard is all that because he's a playmaker. You come and tell me that Odegaard is not all that.
I don't.
He's all that.
See, I'm not phased. I'm not phased.
Look at Modric. He's a playmaker. You come and tell me he's not all that.
He's all that.
I'm not phased with 3 of you against me. I'm not phased.
Nobody's against you. You are against your own self saying that.
No, I still maintain.
Okay.
Right? Because the point you've made now, you still have not touched my point.
What's your point?
I gave you.
Touched your point.
Listen to me. Anything he's doing out of that box, it will make him not all that.
Thank you.
Listen,
but anything he does in that box makes him all that.
All that.
Just like all that. Okay.
Is football a sport or not?
Yeah, look. Oh yeah.
Sport.
Okay,
That's why
imagine me coming to say
to leave his role and go and be playing somebody.
Relax.
Imagine me coming to say, Odegaard just creates. It's not all that. That way you're trying to say.
No. Remember what I said.
No, that is the same thing.
No.
It does not influence the game.
No. See, don't quote me out of context. I was very clear on what I meant. I was very, very clear on what I meant. I gave instance of the Drogba. Now, in a game where there is no one feeding Drogba, you could see that he can't be in the Drogba is a box striker. So in a game where Drogba is not getting fed, you can see Drogba fall back and dictate play and set other people up. So when I say Haaland is not all that, I still stand by it, and you have not been able to tell me what exactly, aside the job of finishing. You've still not told me how Haaland can influence and transform.
Let me tell you how Haaland.
Let me just get this.
Yes, I want to hear.
The wine in the pitch of play. We have 11 players, right? Yeah. And each player has a role to play and have their own position, right? Didier Drogba living up there, the up front, to defend or to come drop in the middle to get the ball. Does that make him all that? It doesn't make him all that. You know why? That's not his role. He's being tactically disordered. Let me tell you. Back then we play football. Let me tell you. Back then in the ages, we play football whereby this player will run there, this player will run there. Let me come in now.
Cristiano Ronaldo does not play free role.
Tactically,
number one, Ronaldo does not play free role.
Don't say that.
He does not play free role. When has he ever played the free role?
A lot of times. A lot of times.
I've never seen it.
Nobody
has ever seen it. Which time in Man U? When it was Rooney. Rooney took the free role.
What's the free role?
Free role.
You don't want me to answer anymore. See, what I'm saying statistically and tactically, each player has a role to play in the pitch.
I agreed.
Anything you do out of that role you are playing, people will name it exceptional. People will call it names, but it doesn't make you all that. But anything you do within that confinement, that role that you have been given makes you all that. You know why? Because you are working on a tactical discipline. Instruction from the coach.
Another reason why.
And based on your position.
Another reason why.
Don't come here and tell me that because Didier Drogba was running back in the middle and getting the ball.
Let me ask you a question.
His role is
Coach,
put the ball
calm down.
At the back of the net.
Coach, calm down. Let me also ask you a question. Right? Do we only rate Haaland based on when he's putting the ball in the net? Because I know there is something like where efficiency off the ball. How you dictate
okay, now let me tell you.
Do we only rate,
I want to answer you that.
Yes, okay. Do we only rate Haaland based on because he's always finishing the ball? Now, what about in a case where everything is locked? How does it bring up the magic?
Now look at this. Do you know that Haaland has something that so many strikers don't have?
Okay, what's that?
Instinct. Goal scoring instinct. Okay. Now, if you look at Haaland games, look at most of Haaland goals, the way he times his run. See, do you think it's easy to calculate your speed and to know when to be on side in this kind of era that is VAR?
You still haven't answered my question.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, Drogba does not have it.
You still haven't answered my question.
The Drogba that you mentioned does not have it.
What's the question again?
It's influencing.
No, listen. No. Don't. I'm very intentional about what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll answer
now. See, nobody's disputing those qualities. Yeah. I'm not disputing any of that.
That is his own way of doing it.
Go ahead.
I'm saying when you have a star in a team, right? Why do we say greats among the greats or? It's because they can. Why are we talking about Messi and Ronaldo and Mbappe and why?
I just want
it's not because they are scoring goals. Not because
I want to hear that question.
It's not because they can score goals from the other end of the. No, it's because of the impact. When push comes to shove, it's because of how they can eke out a win from nothing. The question I'm asking. Nobody's disputing Haaland's qualities. Nobody's disputing Haaland's excellence. But the question I'm asking is. Can show me a game or tell me a game where Haaland, when everything there was no way out. The game was Haaland dictated the play of the game.
Okay, let me tell you something. By the way, Haaland's role is not to unblock. Hold on, I'm coming. You just asked a question. I'm answering. I had to listen to your question. So listen, Haaland's role is not to unblock the game.
Thank you.
It's to score goals.
So that's
the first thing. And if everywhere is blocked, it means the midfielders are not doing their job. It means they are not all that.
Thank you.
And definitely Haaland will not be all that because he's not be able to score goals. But now, that's why it's called a team. It's compact. And everybody has a role to play in that team. Once everybody plays his role, Haaland will be all that, making the goals in the net. But if Haaland has to leave his role to come and unblock the game, and in the middle, what do the midfielders do?
Thank you.
They'll go into the post to go and become keepers. Those are the things you should be asking yourself. So if you come here and tell me Haaland is not all that, my brother, I will tell you that Haaland is all that in as much as he's putting the goals, the ball behind the net, he's all that.
Do you want to say something about
I think Arsenal particularly, they need a Haaland to win the title. That's the truth. You guys need, because I want to ask you this question. If you have an opportunity to get in a Haaland in your club,
and do it with
probably
Harvard.
to win the title.
Oga.
Will you choose Haaland? Will you not choose Haaland because it's not all that?
No,
because it's
No,
all that.
Gabriel Jesus has been all that.
See, Oga.
Gabriel Jesus has been all that, and Arsenal has always been second.
Oga, you are still.
But Haaland wasn't all that. Last season they won the league because he wasn't all that.
Relax. Let's not
Because of
bring
his
Arsenal
contribution.
Banter into this. I made a point. See, I still make my point again, and you people have not been able to tell me anything. You don't even brought an instance.
Let me tell you the matches
Bring me
that-
an instance
all
where Haaland had to manufacture something from nothing. You still have not gotten. You've seen nobody's saying anything.
Have
You're
you
talking
seen-
about
there was this game,
Wait, now, you're talking about Haaland. Of course, I just told you Haaland is a beast. Haaland is an excellent striker. You talked about qualities, timed runs, and nobody's disputing that. But I'm saying that when the balls are not coming, Haaland is useless. So Haaland is not all that.
Because if he goes to get the ball, he will not be all that. That's what I just said here. Because the ball has to get to him so that he becomes all that by putting in
my
the net.
point.
Gabriel Jesus has been coming behind, marking, doing this, doing that. That's why he's not all that, because he has not been able to make Arsenal win the league. Because he has not been able to score
Jesus has
goals.
never been all that. Jesus has never been all that. So I'm not even. Let's not put it on a pedestal. Messi is all that because Messi can pick the ball from and walk his way. Cristiano is all that because he can manufacture a goal from nothing. Can Haaland do the same?
Look, number one, don't put even Mbappe. Don't put any player.
Do you know the role Haaland is playing?
Don't put any player in the caliber of Messi and Ronaldo.
Do you know the role Haaland is playing in Man City?
what
No,
Mbappe-
Dwayne, I want to go face to face.
Forget
hold
what's
on,
on his
hold on,
role.
hold on.
Forget
Do you know
what
his role?
he did.
Wait, let me
Should he go and play?
Yes,
Should he go
let
and
me
play
tell
Bernardo
you.
Silva's role?
Let me
Should he
tell
go and
you
play
the role
De Bruyne's
now.
role?
You asked me
Should he
if
go
I
and
know
play
the role.
Gundogan's role? Should he go and play Grealish or how they call it Doku?
Coach, you asked
Should
me
he
if I
go
know
and
the
play
role.
Foden's role?
You asked me if I know the role. I started this conversation by saying Man City is a well-oiled machine, so Haaland fits in perfectly. So he doesn't have to do
Haaland
that.
is part of that.
No.
Norway is not
follow my train of thoughts.
Okay.
In Man City, Haaland doesn't have to do that. His own job is just to kill the game.
Yeah.
Agreed. Now, falling back to that's why I use the two teams I use is performances at Norway and his performances at Man City. I'm not saying Haaland will score anytime, any day. That's not the bone of contention. My point is, looking at a player like Haaland, he's an excellent striker, a great, and one of the, in fact, he doesn't have, you can't compare him to anybody in terms of that position. But when he's not getting all that, just like you mentioned about Bernardo Silva, when he's not getting all that, is there more to Haaland than just, can Haaland, I've asked this question multiple times, nobody still have been able to answer me.
I understand you. What I'm saying is this, Dwayne, what I'm saying is this, you don't understand the tactical setting from
Because
where Haaland
if you
plays.
understand, you will not
Because
be saying,
if you were Haaland's coach, or if you can contact Haaland's coach in the national team and ask him,
God.
coach, what is the role given to Haaland in that team?
So you're trying to tell me now that if Norway is the way they are right now, that is all Haaland has to offer.
It's because there's no Odegaard. I will respond to
Look
you.
at this. Look at this.
Is that okay by you?
Norway, the way they are now.
Before Odegaard goes on injury, Norway has been doing better.
Coach, wait, I want to ask. The way Norway are now, Haaland has played
Haaland is not a
36
playmaker.
games
Okay.
for
Haaland is not a
Norway,
playmaker.
and he has scored 34 goals.
Ebuka,
Something like that. No,
Ebuka.
look at this now. Look at this.
Okay, go on.
Okay, is it his fault with that kind of number? Is it now his fault?
I'm not saying it's his fault.
that they are losing.
No,
is it the defender?
no, I'm not saying
is
it's
it
his
the
fault.
goalkeeper?
I want
He wants Haaland to get the ball. He wants Haaland to go and get the ball in the midfield, dribble and go and score. Football is not being played that way, my friend.
Thank you.
Football
Even Mbappe that you are saying,
Football is a collective
Mbappe that you are
something.
saying change. Look at what he did in the World Cup final. If you look at it, he scored 2 penalties and then one. The goal that he scored, he did not walk the ball. He was given the ball and he finished. Yes.
Yeah, but did you feel Mbappe's performance, Mbappe's influence in that
You
match?
felt it. I felt it because of he scored the 3 goals.
No,
That is it.
The three goals were the icing on the cake.
If he did not score the 3 goals, we will not talk about Mbappe.
No.
Coach, am I lying?
No.
Wisdom, please.
Let's be honest.
If Mbappe did not score the 3 goals, we will talk about him.
Let's be honest.
Even their coach, Deschamps.
You are not being honest because that is his work.
I just use Drogba.
The key of the French national team is not even Mbappe.
Off the heart.
Look at this. If Drogba did not score that goal against Bayern Munich in 2012 Champions League final,
it wasn't a goal.
we will not talk about Drogba in that game.
No, it's not.
Wisdom, am I lying?
It's not a one game.
We will not talk about Drogba in that game.
I didn't bring up Drogba because of a game. I didn't bring up Drogba because of a game. And off the heart, the only player who I can, put side by side with Haaland based on the position they play is Drogba. So I'm not talking about Drogba based on the game. I'm not even talking about Haaland based on the game. My point is this. When the balls are not coming to deliver the goals, what extra does Haaland bring to the team?
Now, if you watch Manchester City games, do you know that Haaland does a very good work with his hold-up play? And I've seen when Haaland holds the ball in the midfield and then he flick pass to the wing and runs.
He also provides assists.
That is also a chance creation.
The question is, what's Haaland's role? Because
that's also a chance creation. He has done it.
There's something I want to read.
We'll be talking as if we are kids.
There's something I want to read.
Talking about football, the first thing we need to know about football is to define a player's role.
There's something I want to read about Haaland. Erling Haaland is known for his incredible ability to score goals out of nothing. This talent has left many in awe, including former Manchester United defender Rio Ferdinand, who praises Haaland's efficiency and ability to elevate his teammates' performance. Haaland's goal threat makes Manchester City a better side, and his presence on the field gives the team an extra level of hope.
Thank you.
What's impressive about Haaland is that he doesn't need any touches of the ball to play an impact. He can produce a moment out of nothing. Which is a rare quality in strikers. This ability has led to criticism, with some saying he's not involved enough in the game, but his goal tally tells the different story. Haaland has already amassed 7 Premier League goals this season, with no other striker in the division managing even 7 shots on target. Haaland's impressive start: average hat-trick counts, 1 in every 9.7 games. Touches per shot, 6, the lowest of any player in Europe. Premier League trebles, more than Wayne Rooney, level with Thierry Henry, Michael Owen, and Harry Kane. It is clear that Haaland's unique style of play and ability to make him a game changer for Man City.
To back it up,
to that side. Where are you reading from?
Sports.
Okay, from
Sky Sports. Thank you.
So note it down, and when you go home,
to back it up. Do you remember?
Back it up.
Do you remember Haaland's goal? His flying tapping against Manchester United last season. Name how many strikers that can. See, I don't think there's any striker that can score that kind of goal.
I still insist.
look,
Haaland
that is enough.
That. Now, moving on.
That is enough impact.
Moving on. Man City wants Cole Palmer back for 150 million euros. Personally,
is that true?
I don't know how true this is.
It should be a rumor.
But personally, I think, for me, I don't know, but watching Palmer play for Man City against Arsenal in the FA Cup, I was worried that Man City was selling Cole Palmer because he showed. I felt it would be a natural player that Guardiola would want to keep. But selling him back to Chelsea, and now wanting him back. That's very unlike Guardiola.
You have to understand how these things work. Okay. Keeping Palmer in Man City and not giving him play time is killing his talent.
Okay.
And Guardiola will not do that to any player.
I think for that, I will praise Guardiola for doing one thing, letting him go. And
was there a buyback clause?
To me,
no, there wasn't.
There wasn't any buyback clause. Mm-hmm. So that's where Guardiola also fails because
it's not his fault. He's not the one that.
To me, I should have sent him on loan, but it all depends on the financial situation of Man City, because sending him on loan means Man City will still be paying his salary. He will be playing there in Chelsea, but all the same, it's good for the player. Now, they all understand what the player is worth. And I think they should hasten up, because if White House should come there, it's going to be very catastrophic.
But
I think them going for... I knew they were going to regret that letting Palmer go last season. But does it mean that Chelsea doesn't deserve a good player? Because this is what it means. Does it mean that Chelsea doesn't deserve Palmer?
I think you should answer that question. Do you guys deserve a player like Palmer?
Of course we do.
To be fourth on the table?
We do.
I always say this.
We had players
to be fourth on the table.
We had players
to be in the top 4.
We had a player like Hazard. And he played for Chelsea.
But he left you guys to Madrid.
He left now. Every season come and season go.
Remember this guy said that
they suck everything for Hazard
that their main objective is to be in the top 4.
For this season.
And I was saying for this season. So you guys decided to send away your former coach to bring in Maresca to be in the top 4 and not to win the league.
If Maresca who was the former coach?
I think for this season,
which club will send away
for this season?
For this season is okay.
I think Chelsea of next season will be aiming for the title.
Aiming for the title,
yes.
just like Arsenal.
They might actually win it before Arsenal.
But this season is okay.
Because they are more serious than us now.
Chelsea is more serious than Arsenal.
Yes.
Arsenal is on top of
But
it.
I don't think Chelsea will let go of Cole Palmer now.
No, I don't think Chelsea will let go of him.
Well, nobody would do that. Nobody would do that.
But Palmer himself will go because if Chelsea doesn't win a league in 3 years, since my brother there says that they brought in Maresca so that they should
Chelsea
make
is
top
not like
4.
Arsenal that cannot win a league in 3 years. Chelsea is not like Arsenal. So
if you should do 2 years or 3 years with Palmer without winning the league, every player the hope of every player is to win something.
Palmer has won the Champions League, he has won the Premier League, he has won the FA Cup.
Winning doesn't stop. Winning doesn't stop. Winning keeps going.
So guys, like you already know, the banter continues. So if you think Erling Haaland is all that, let's have it in the comment section. I don't think so.
Drop it.
So if you've got any opinions and about the topics we've bantered on today, come on, drop in the comment section. Turn on the post notification, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, smash that like button so that you'll be the first to know when a new episode drops. Until then, we'll see you. For now, ciao, ciao.
Adios.
Football Banter.